Functions become infinitely more useful when they can return a value versus printing out a value.
This video is brought to you by ObbyPies Academy,
because you can use them in many more situations. So let's go ahead and create a function that returns a value to the caller. So let's go ahead and create a brand new file here. And this file, we're going to create a function that calculates the area of a rectangle, which is length times width. So we'll call this area of rectangle, and we'll take two parameters, length, width. Doesn't get much more clear than that. So the length and width will be passed into the rectangle. And then we figure out the area by multiplying the length times the width. So, of course, right side of the assignment operator is evaluated first. We multiply length times width, and we get the area. And now instead of saying, okay, let's print out the area, let's return the area to the caller. So we'll say return area. So now the function works a little differently because the function will return area, but we've got to do something with the returned value to catch it. So we could do this, for example. Print the area of the rectangle is, and then call area of rectangle here and pass it the values, let's say 5 and 3. So that's one way to do this. Go ahead and save. And I'm going to save this, of course, in my desktop Python folder. And let's call this returns.py. Okay, so now we're going to run it. And of course, into our desktop, into our Python folder. And I called this returns.py. Use the Python command, returns.py. The area of the rectangle is 15. So we passed to the area of rectangle function a length of 5, a width of 3. So length was equal to 5, width was equal to 3. We multiplied the length of 5 times the width of 3, yielding 15, and then we returned that number 15, so it was printed out here. So this function was executed first, and then the print statement gives the area of the rectangle is 15. Another way we could have done this is like this. So outside the function, we could have said area equals area of rectangle, and then passed it two numbers, 72, 85, 84.555. So now area of rectangle will get the 72 and the 84.555, and it'll return to the caller. So this will become the result of the calculation, and then you get assigned to area. So now, here, instead of doing the calculation here, we could simply say area. So we can use the function multiple times if we want to. So there I created a variable called area B, area of rectangle. And let's say the numbers here are 65 and 122. So the function's being reused, and we're simply storing the result in different variables, area and area B. So the area of rectangle B is area B. So we're reusing the function here, but again, the function is more flexible in that we can take this return, assign it to a variable, print it out, or do something else entirely with it. So returns are key to making functions flexible, because now we could pull this function out of this program and use it in another program if we wanted to. Uh-oh, looks like we've got an area of rec ANGLE. Got to spell everything correctly. But now the function is completely reusable, like I was saying, in that we can pull it out of here and use this in any Python program where this is an important calculation. A lot of times you'll see that Python programmers have a whole bunch of functions that they use again and again that may do different things. As a matter of fact, it's an entire script of one function after another. But here you've seen a function that returns a value to the caller.